Coming up tonight, still hoping that Phase 3 might happen before year-end, even as experts say it's looking unlikely.
Financial planning made easy. Singapore launches a free digital service called SG Findex.
And holding their ground in Geylang, 2 homeowners refusing to sell to developers who have gone ahead and built around them. This is the Straits Times Newsnight. I'm Chao Suen.
I'm Dylan Ang. Great to have you with us this Monday evening. We begin with the most read stories across all Straits Times platforms. Phase 3 unlikely to happen by end of year unless more use TraceTogether.
Experts tell us only 50.8% of Singapore residents have downloaded the TT app or collected the token so far, and that is a major stumbling block to Phase 3.
But there's still time to get the 70% target set by the COVID-19 Multi-Ministry Task Force.
There's 2 reasons why I think that the next month may see a much faster uptake of TraceTogether though. So one is that the tokens were delayed a little bit in how they were delivered to the population, and that should be improved over the next month, I think. And the second is that many venues will start to require TraceTogether to be installed on the phone or to have the token if you want to go into the mall or the restaurant, for example. That will give people a strong motivation for having TraceTogether, and I'm hopeful that we'll get up to 70% soon.
Besides more people using TraceTogether, 2 other conditions would need to be met before Phase 3 could happen: safe management compliance and sufficient testing capabilities. Singapore has been in Phase 2 since July 19. Meanwhile, there are no new community cases confirmed today. All 13 infections were imported and placed on stay-home notices or isolated on arrival in Singapore.
In a world first, Singaporeans can now use a single online platform to access their accounts from different banks and government agencies. Unveiled today, it's known as the Singapore Financial Data Exchange, or SG Findex, a free digital service. Users can opt in via the government's new digital financial planning service, My Money Sense, or any of the 7 participating banks' websites or mobile apps.
The second batch of $150 grocery vouchers for lower-income Singaporeans will be given out over the next 4 Saturdays from December 12. The vouchers, which are for those living in 1- and 2-room housing board flats, will be delivered directly to the homes of recipients this time. This comes after about 229 sets of the previous batch of vouchers were stolen from letterboxes, some damaged or unlocked. For the roughly 150,000 eligible recipients, this will be the second tranche of vouchers given out. They will also receive a further $100 in October next year.
A freelance babysitter who poisoned 2 infants under her care with an assortment of medicines, including some used to treat insomnia and anxiety disorders, has been sentenced to 7 years in prison. 39-year-old Sadia Jamari committed the offences in 2016 on the 2 girls who are not related. One was just 5 months old at the time and the other 11 months. Both girls survived. District Judge John Ng said that the victims were helpless babies totally dependent on their caregivers and were the most vulnerable of vulnerable victims. Sadia is appealing against the sentence and currently out on bail. Let's take a look at what's been trending on social media and sparking conversations today. The Public Utilities Board is investigating an incident in which a boy was spotted fishing illegally at Marina Reservoir. Dressed in a black shirt and red shorts, the TikTok video, which has since been deleted, shows the boy having a tug-of-war with a fishing pole as onlookers gathered around him. In a Facebook post on Friday, PUB reminded the public to practice considerate and responsible fishing, and that offenders caught fishing at no fishing areas and or using live bait can be fined up to $3,000.
It's like the Pixar movie Up come to life. A property developer is building a luxury condominium in Geylang around 2 terraced houses after their owners refused to sell their freehold properties. When the condominium is completed in 2023, one of the 2 houses will be hemmed in on 3 sides by the development. The other will be wedged between 2 condominiums. Shinmin Daily News had reported that one of the houses is a private prayer hall open only to the owner's family and friends.
A blast from the past. Remember TV show ALIAS from the early 2000s? Well, actress Jennifer Garner recreated a scene from the hit show as a way of celebrating 10 million followers on Instagram.
The 48-year-old mother of 3 posted then and now videos of her emerging from the pool. The 2020 version seemingly a lot less glamorous than before.
Over in Formula One, Mexican driver Sergio Perez claimed his first ever Grand Prix win at Sakir over the weekend, his 190th attempt. Recovering from an early setback, the Racing Point driver clawed his way back up the field ahead of Esteban Ocon and Lance Stroll, who finished 2nd and 3rd respectively. Meanwhile, as the season draws to a close, a new face that fans are excited to see on the grid next season is Mick Schumacher, who, by the way, is the new Formula 2 champion.
And now, Mick Schumacher, the 4th champion of F2's modern era, overcome with what he's achieved, the champion of FIA Formula 2.
Schumacher is, of course, making a step up and replacing outgoing Haas driver Romain Grosjean, whose F1 career appears to have come to an end. The Frenchman confirmed that he will not return for next week's season-ending Abu Dhabi Grand Prix as he continues to receive treatment for his injuries.
It's a very difficult decision, but it's the best one for my future. So hopefully I will now work on what's coming next.
Former boxing champion Floyd Mayweather will take on popular YouTube personality Logan Paul in an exhibition boxing match on February 20th next year. The fight, which will be streamed as a pay-per-view, was set in motion after Mayweather called Paul out on Twitter. Unlikely opponents indeed. 43-year-old Mayweather holds multiple world titles and an Olympic bronze medal. His last serious fight, however, was in 2015. Paul is a social media personality who is best known for his controversial YouTube video where he filmed a dead body in a Japanese forest.
Hey Suen, I heard you wanted to buy the shirt. Are you a fan?
No, not at all. But I think it seems like it'll be an iconic fight and so unlikely too. Quite the conversation starter, don't you think?
Yeah, for sure.
The winner of the Global Teacher Prize 2020 is Ranjit Desale from India.
Thanks to Ranjit's generosity, he won't be the only teacher celebrating. This year's Global Teacher Prize Award winner has opted to share half his $1 million prize with the award's 9 other finalists from nations including Italy, Nigeria and South Korea.
Mr. Ranjit, who was recognized for his work helping girls, most of them from poor tribal communities at a village school in Western India. He was selected from 12,000 nominations from more than 140 countries around the world at a virtual ceremony broadcast. Congratulations and thank you for your work, sir. And that wraps up the Straits Times Newsnight. Do visit straitstimes.com to see more news and videos.
You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel by hitting the button below. Have a great evening. We'll see you tomorrow.